like I say, I mean, I've left like 500 videos or more videos, but I mean, like I say, I heard the stories. Like I say, a girl who died with a picture of me curled up in her hand. The soldiers pried it from her hand, from her cold dead hands, because she didn't want to give up a picture of me. Like they had a picture of a blonde-haired child. I don't even know if it was me, but she had a picture of a child. And some people said, well, it was a picture of you when you were a child. And so this girl, she wouldn't give up the picture. And so the soldier shot her for it. Anyway, like I said, the mass graves, all the death, everything else, there's a reason why, I was angry. And like I say, when I get angry, armies would assemble, if you knew who I was, if I was in that White House, just imagine what would happen. Like, that's why some people said you can't be in the White House because you're too powerful. Because if you're in there, there's not going to be a damn thing that's going to happen that's bad on this whole fucking planet. Like I said, when I was ruling Germany, when I was in command of Germany, my armies would go everywhere and we would do it for freedom and peace and whatever. When I was with Ireland, we did the same thing. My people, once they knew of me, once they found out about me, it's like things change. And even some Irish people would say, once we knew of him, things changed for us. It's like, yeah, they change. You start realizing that you can be a part of something better, something more than yourself. It's your one chance to do something right. And so, a lot of this stuff was happening around 1800s, 1900s, and in those years, and that's why, I mean, a lot of Irish people, a lot of British, a lot of other people would be like, things change once you find out about this guy. He's the creator. He's your Lord. He's White Star. It's like, yeah, I am. So, the inventor of aircraft, jet engines, and the car, the diesel engine. Anyway, undersea, the undersea diving suit and the mixture that you use in order to go undersea with helium and all that other stuff to be able to breathe underwater. Deep undersea submarines, all that, everything. White Star. It's all connected to me. Baseball, football, hockey, refrigeration. It's all White Star. So, all my cars, the Lamborghini, high performance cars, high performance aircraft, P-51s, P-38s, the 747 jetliner. It's all connected to this White Star. So, anyway, and more than that, the LSF-A colony ship. Mining on Mars and all the planets around us. Creation of the sun. Or the star. So, Papa wanted me dead. Because he wanted to be a black plague onto the civilization. Nixon and JFK wanted me dead because they were living inside of my White House. He couldn't say that he was blah, 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 the greatest person on earth as long as I was around. The Lockheed lie about Lockheed creating the SR-71 Blackbird. It's not a Blackbird, it's an LSF-A. Later on we might build Blackbirds, but that's the LSF-A that they show. It's made out of depleted uranium. Anyway, that's why it's black. Or something like that. I don't really care. I said they're just my old relics. Even the Maltese Falcon. I don't know where the Maltese Falcon is. he says he doesn't have eyebrows. Like you look at the film, and he doesn't have eyebrows, and he doesn't have hair. They're like, oh, we don't even need to shave anymore. Later on, he was like, I think I'm pretty sure he died within a couple of days or a couple of months from constant exposure to the Maltese Falcon or something. They all got sick. It was highly radioactive. Dangerous to be around. It would be highly reactive for thousands or hundreds of years or something like that. It depends on which one they had. There is one, there are different levels, I think. They're made, I think, maybe 100 years apart. I don't really know. Cairo knew more about it than I did. They had stolen the gold one and the silver one and the other ones, and so... Anyway, they wanted all 20 or all 10 or whatever they had. Anyway, one of them I think was thorium or uranium. Anyway. They were for an experiment or something like that. Like I said, we were measuring the radiation drop in them. They're thousands of years old or something like that. So... Anyway, somebody thought it was a joke to have the people who stole it be on TV going, I don't know where the Maltese Falcon is. Other people said, those are the people that actually stole it. It's like, yeah, well, I figured because he had no eyelashes or hair. So, yeah, and then later on people would find out about me through the, like I said, if you went spelunking in the Pentagon long enough, you'd probably find out about me or figure me out. Or if you just ran around the internet enough, you'd probably happen to cross a couple names, Lucifer Star and Brian. Anyway. Yep. So bow before me? No. I'm kidding. Anyway, unfortunately I missed this 1960s, like, oh, it's Jesus reincarnated. Unfortunately I missed the whole, like, women giving themselves to me and all that other stuff. That was somebody else. Some other fuckhead. That had nothing to do with anything. He was just some guy. Like I said, there's all these people that are pretending to be Jesus or the creator or someone like that. It's like, no, I'm the creator. And not just the human race. I'm the creator of 12 types of life forms. And one of them is computers, or artificial intelligence life forms as well. I created them on the planets. Anyway, 2 of them took off, I believe. Or something like that, I don't know. It was millions of years ago, or trillions of years ago. It might not even have been this star system. So, anyway, you'll be like, I don't believe it. It's like, it's a little bit bigger. See, you have to understand 100 trillion years. Can you understand 90 trillion years? Like, contemplate on a 90 trillion years. Contemplate on a billion years. Contemplate on 500 billion years. Okay. Think about all the technology that's possible on 500 trillion years, or on 90 trillion years, or even a billion million years, or even a million years. Okay. There you go. I was trillions of years old when they captured me, or got me into human form. Which I was like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. And they're like, you have to go. You have to tell them who you are. So I was like, fine. I'll go. I didn't want to go, but I went. So I had to be Brian, apparently. I didn't want to be Brian, but... Well, I mean, Brian kept on getting killed, so I was like, all right. And there was that moment, too, when I was like, fine, let's see you kill me now. Or kill Brian now. Because it's like, well, now... Anyway, I was always Lucifer Star. It's just that I became Brian. So, anyway, yeah. Namer of America, owner of White Star Lines, and Epic Essential LSF-A colony ship. 500 deep space missions lasting more than 100 million years or something like that. I was gone from Earth for 1 billion years one time. So, anyway, and like I said, the problem was that JFK or Nixon or some leader of America or leader of the planet Earth was trying to change the laws, to eliminate women's rights. They were trying to say that women were subservient to men and blah 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 blah, and this and that. They were trying to say the public blah 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 or this or that or something like that. They were trying to change it around. They're trying to say that blah blah blah, and it's like, I'm your creator, and that's not the way I want it. So, yeah, about that. These are my laws. These are my rules. That's my constitution. That's how I want my life forms treated. So, anyway. So, yes, there's a $600 trillion bounty for my head, for my life. This is why. Because they couldn't take down the Constitution. They couldn't change the laws. They couldn't treat women or other people any way they wanted them as long as I was around. They can't go carpet bombing the planet Earth anymore. And they can't force anyone. They can't even call people spies anymore. They can't say that it's communism versus America. Or capitalism. Because it's like, no, I invented communism and the American financial system, and I changed it. So, I did all that. Your whole civilization, your whole everything. I was young, and I was inventing your civilization. It's what I do. So, and I'm your creator. So, I also created horses, I think. Lippen stallions. Lippen. L-U. So, I thought it'd be cool that they changed color. So, yeah. So anyway, like I would tell my people, I'd say, look for the L's. Lucifer, Lippen, Lusitania, Leviathan. I think those were my prize ships. But whatever, I love the Titanic too. It's still an epic ship. All my ships were epic. All the White Star Line ships. Like I said, later on they would divide me up and, Concorde or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what the deal with Concorde is. I'm Lucifer White Star. So, technically the Carnival Cruise Line were ships made out of my metal or something like that or something. So,